There's just something about seeing the Goodyear Blimp that brings out the kid in all of us.
Rectifier on! Rectifier on!
The massive airship known as the Spirit of Innovation is making a pit stop at the Chester Municipal Airport before it heads off to cover the big NASCAR race this weekend. But wherever it goes, the blimp seems to turn just as many heads as the event it's covering.
We'll typically get a big crowd of people, locals, and everybody seems to love the airship, so I don't know quite what it is, but it certainly draws a lot of people, and especially in some of the places that we don't go to too often.
And you've got to believe its unique size and shape has something to do with garnering all that attention. Now, as you can imagine, the blimp is pretty big, but just how big is it? Well, it's really big. It's so big it almost seems to block out the sun.
It's about 200 feet long, fairly large airship, and it's got just over 200,000 cubic feet of total capacity as well, so it's a pretty big ship.
This afternoon, our CN2 cameras got to tag along on a special flight high above Chester County. Now, on a typical flight, the airship lumbers along at about 20 miles an hour and usually hovers around 1,500 feet when it's covering a big event.
Every takeoff and landing is a little bit different, so it takes a lot of creativity to fly it, and it's really rewarding in that respect, just because it's a lot of fun to fly.
And a lot of fun to ride in. Just ask Grant. He got a chance to take a special trip up with his family.
Well, I'm going to school after this, and it's going to be time for riding, so I'm going to have a big story ahead of me.
Taking a ride in the Goodyear Blimp, I'm Josh Cascio, CN2 News.